Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Tuesday, January 27th. So with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts. My Icy Chili, my gorgeous Moon, and the Chaotic Cup. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
And I think we got some really good tea to discuss. So I think we should just jump right in, honey.
Tea time?
Tea time.
Yes, honey. Oh, and we have a message in the chat saying it sounds far. Does it sound the same?
A little bit. In and out.
Let me refresh my audio because I need y'all to hear me, honey, with this tea. So give me 1 second. In fact, I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh, it's working now. Okay, where's the on part?
Okay, take 2.
1, 2.
Hello, everyone. Is this better?
Yes.
Yes. So now for real, we can go jump right into the tea, honey.
Okay, tea time.
Yes. Well, y'all, Kanye West wants y'all to know because remember yesterday we talked about his apology. A lot of us here thought it was bullshit. He's a it was not bullshit. He really means what he says, and even though he has an album coming out soon, his apology was very genuine. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Kanye West doubles down on apology for anti-Semitism, says it is not a PR move.
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
But he got an album coming out soon. Oh,
okay. Called Bully of all things. Well, Kanye West is doubling down on his apology tour, insisting his remorse over his anti-Semitic and alarming behavior is real, not some slick PR play to save his music career. In a new Vanity Fair interview, Kanye rattled off his recent wins, top 10 most streamed artists in the U.S. on Spotify in 2025, plus his upcoming album Bully, already among the most pre-saved, saying business is fine, so this is not about reviving his brand. Instead, he claims he apologized because his behavior, quote unquote, went too far and weighed heavy on his heart. Again, signaling out the Jewish and black communities for direct remorse. Kanye rapped by saying, as a public figure, people hang on his every word, and he wants them to know he's choosing love and positivity on the right side of history. This all comes just a day after he bought a Wall Street Journal ad apologizing to those I hurt, specifically calling out his past flirtation with Nazi symbolism as one of his biggest regrets. Girl, fuck you. And Vanity Fair, y'all, what the hell is y'all doing? Y'all used to be like, I used to think Vanity Fair was a reputable magazine, honey. But now, he already done did that bullshit once with the Wall Street Journal. What did you think y'all were going to get him to say other than what he already said to the Wall Street Journal? Anyway, just wasting people's time, honey. Yes, this was a PR move, you sick fuck. So, I guess I should say allegedly. Oop. Yes, we have a comment. Yes, the only mag I subscribe to Vanity Fair. Well, girl, cancel that and subscribe to Out Magazine. At least they're a little bit more reputable. Out and the Advocate Magazine. Shout out to them. Yes, boo for Vanity Fair. Right, like what is y'all doing? This is crazy. But that's that on that, child. Enough of him and that, don't nobody believe that shit. What Jay-Z say? We don't believe you. We need more people. Hey, puppy.
Next.
Exactly. Y'all probably gonna say next to this story too, honey. Did y'all know that Ray J was in the hospital, girl?
Next. Remember we talked about it. When he showed him in the hospital bed.
Allegedly. Well, he's out of the hospital by way of all hip hop, but his heart is barely functioning. Did he have a heart to begin with? You know what? Let me not even go there.
So now that you say he on death's doorbed, his heart is barely functioning all of a sudden.
Well, at 25%, girl, I mean...
He He had pneumonia with no oxygen. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, he just be lying. Ooh, he just be lying.
Like the Capricorn he is. Beezus, cover your ears, baby.
I saw that video. It's like 16 minutes long. You know I didn't watch that.
Mm-hmm. I really can't even give Ray J like 30 seconds of my time, to be honest, these days. But yeah. Ray J walked out of a Las Vegas hospital this week with his heart barely keeping him alive. The R&B singer dropped an update about his condition during a recent video update. His heart's working at just 25% capacity after a severe pneumonia and heart pain scare landed him in the hospital on January 6th. My heart's only beating like 25%, but as long as I stay focused and stay on the right path, then everything will be all right. So thank you for all your prayers, Ray J said in the video, as he smoked what looked like a cigarette.
Heart beating.
That's not how that works. That is not how that works.
I need him to be fucking for real, yo. Be fucking for real.
Not how that works.
Y'all are cracking me up.
Like what? If your heart was beating at 25%, you wouldn't be walking. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. Let me mind my business.
It's my fault coming.
Well, doctors ran X-rays and echocardiogram on the 44-year-old One Wish singer during his hospital stay. Sources close to Ray J said he experienced severe pneumonia coupled with heart pains that required immediate medical attention. This marks Ray J's second major battle with pneumonia in recent years. Back in 2021, he fought a life-threatening case of non-COVID pneumonia. It was so severe he thought he might die. The condition required him to stay in the hospital's COVID wing despite testing negative for the virus. His recovery from that illness took several weeks, but he eventually regained full breathing capacity without needing ongoing oxygen support. Despite his heart functioning at quarter capacity, Ray J is already planning his next business moves. He's launching an ambitious slate of dating shows through his Tronics Network partnership with Zeus Network. The new Tronics Network is back in full effect. I want to thank the Zeus Network for empowering us and bringing this new wave to us. The Tronics Network will be a full dating show network. Ray said he has 25 new dating shows he's working on, started with For the Love of Ray J 3, powered by Zeus. Love Cabin 2 is on the way as well, and he said the Love Cabin reunion show is probably one of the most explosive reunions you'll probably ever see, Ray J explained.
Release
Zeus Network has been Ray J's primary television partner for several dating and reality shows over the past few years. The platform specializes in urban entertainment content and has built a strong following. Oh, is that what they want to call it? Urban entertainment content? Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Well, 25%, girl. I mean, because that ding-a-ling was barely working at 25% as well, because we saw that stroke. And if you really want to wake it up, the ding-a-ling was working at 5%. At least it stayed hard. I mean, at least that was a plus. But...
TMI.
He the one recorded it and put it out there for the world to see.
Gross. Next story.
And then bragged about it. I hate it.
Oh, Lord. Be fucking for real.
25%. I know the retired nurse in this damn room was like, ugh, this stupid motherfucker.
25, bitch, you wouldn't be. Let me just be
He should
quiet.
be walking around with like one of them tanks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he out here smoking at 25%. Be fucking for real.
Stop it, Ray J. All that may be true. I don't know. Allegedly, whatever. Just take us out the group chat. Okay?
Okay.
No, but y'all could just imagine the kind of lies that he's been telling. Well, she ain't no, she's not the brightest crayon in the box either. However, you could just imagine the kind of lies this man has told her over the years. And look at this. Like, if you're gonna lie, at least make the lie believable. Like, this could easily be debunked with a quick Google search. Like, should you be walking around if your heart is working at 25% capacity? Google will tell you, no, you should almost be dead. So.
Is That was good.
Instead of making arrangements for a new TV show, you should be making funeral arrangements. I mean, be fucking for real.
And the will, honey, what you gonna do with them leave your... I mean, because I know he's got some revenue from Zeus, because like they are right about one thing. Zeus Network has built a massive following. So most of the people who are a part of it, even though those shows are...
No, Benji.
We have a question. Is he still with Princess? The word on the curb is no, but we know how that go. We have seen this movie before, child. We know how that go.
They both doing other people, but they still around each other, kind of thing.
And they're both gonna bring it back home, huh?
Yeah, I don't think they're officially divorced, but they are not together.
Well, she probably liked that 5% stroke. I know that's right, girl. Well, get it how you live.
Don't they have 2 kids? Well,
Okay.
she had to like something, I guess. Yeah.
Well, speaking of fucking and lots of fucking, remember we talked about Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side. Remember how we learned that he fell, like he had an incident in his house where he fell and he was in the hospital and stuff. Well, we have more information, baby. He was on life support. Like it was really bad. And y'all see I'm sharing this link from TMZ. You see where it says Blindside actor Quentin Aaron on life support, partially breathing, and gives thumbs up. And just a little note, Ray J. So this is what it should look like if your heart was working anyway. It starts by saying Quentin Aaron, the actor who played Michael Orr in The Blind Side, is on life support after being hospitalized following a collapse at his home. But there are several positive signs for his recovery. Quentin's wife, Margarita, hey Margarita girl, she tells TMZ the medical devices helping keep Quentin alive aren't doing all the work. He's partially breathing on his own, which gives the family hope. Yeah. We're told Quentin's been hospitalized for 4 days now, and with each passing day, he shows more signs of improvement. Quentin's wife says he has a blood infection, and doctors are still running a battery of tests to determine the source of the issue. Margarita tells us her husband woke up one morning feeling sore, but thought it was from a bad sleep. A few days later, with pain still in his neck and his back, Quentin was walking up the stairs when he lost feeling in his legs. Quentin's wife, who's a registered nurse, and popping that anyway, she says she rushed to his side and helped him up the stairs. He laid down and she called 911, with Quentin slipping in and out of consciousness on his way to the hospital, where doctors recommended life support. Margarita says her husband is a fighter and adds he's showing lots of improvement. We all have faith in God that he will walk out of here fully recovered. So yeah, that's that on that. There's an update. It says Quentin Aaron's wife Margarita. Hey Margarita girl. It says he opened his eyes today and gave a thumbs up. Okay, so that's good to hear. So it sounds like he is doing better with each passing day. He was able to open his eyes and give a thumbs up. So
sounds like he got some kind of sepsis. From what is the question?
All that fucking, allegedly.
You know what?
I'm sorry. It was too easy, chill. It was too easy.
If you don't cut it out.
I'm still not over there. He said he lost all that weight because when he and Margarita got together, they started fucking, and that's how he lost all that weight. Okay. I love that for him.
Next.
You know what? You've been saying that, and I was like, that man ain't lost all that weight. I'm just sorry. I'm not. Just no. But okay.
Look, and we have a comment saying, please don't let us get sepsis from that, okay? I know that's right.
No, it ain't from that puppy. And he still look a little hefty in this picture, so...
I hate that he's, like, sick. That's crazy.
And Margarita, honey, as soon as he get out of that hospital, she gonna get scattered, smothered, and covered.
You know what? Hey.
Shit, that might put him in the grave. That might put him slap in the grave. Stay away from him.
Move your ass on, damn it.
I'm sorry, I had a tear in my eye. Well, I'm actually really happy to talk about this next story. So, Did y'all hear about Top Model? Top Model is actually coming out with a documentary next month on Netflix. Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah.
Baby, when I tell you I can't wait to see that shit because like a lot of people have been, watching the repeats of Top Model and just kind of, highlighting Tyra Banks' problematic behavior throughout the episodes and stuff. So Tyra actually admitted, like, through the trailer for the documentary that she may have went too far, but she was like, this what y'all wanted. So, I mean, yeah. But I actually have that trailer here. So give me 1 second. We're going to watch this together. And give me 1 second.
So she did it for the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Now she crushed egos and self-esteem for ratings. Wow.
Well, yes. And baby, we were watching every week.
I was rooting for you.
I think that's how the model.
I haven't really said much, but now it's time. Fashion, model, art.
On America's Next Top Model, we were showing the behind the scenes of what the fashion world was.
I wanted to fight against the fashion industry. The only reason the door was open to me was because of Tyra.
We had an audience of over 100 million people.
I felt like I was part of something so big.
That was a moment where I realized, oh my God, I think we built a monster.
There was a lot of body shaming. You're not thin enough. You're not thin enough.
We are actually going to switch your ethnicities.
Oh, baby girl, baby girl.
Things get crazier and crazier. Going to get a medical procedure as part of a makeover. Look at me. Horrific.
There was a line that I feel was crossed. He's grabbing my legs.
It was wrong, and for some reason, no one really seemed to see it.
It's a TV show to you guys, but this is my life.
I realized Tyra would do anything for the success of her show.
I knew I went too far.
You want to talk about being slapped across the face?
We felt betrayed.
And then slapped right back.
It was very, very intense. But you guys were demanding it, and so we kept pushing more. Why are we filming this? And more. So fucked up. And more.
Tyra's a monster.
Well, yes.
Oh my God.
Now she blaming us. You could have pulled it off the air, Miss Lady.
Well, I'm glad she didn't, but that's what a Sagittarius does, right? They're gonna blame everybody but themselves, and they like to terrorize. It's just that, what they do. But honey,
You should send them girls home and cut off all their hair and not finish their teeth and be like, all right, you out of here.
Whoa.
Who was it? Kenya? You remember Cycle 4? Wasn't that Cycle 4 with Kenya? She had to pretty much fat shame Kenya in front of her, like, Kenya girl, you put on pounds, girl. I mean, you can eat. You just say, I like a burger too, but I throw away the bun. Just eat the meat. Like, I mean,
yeah, girl. I remember that.
Look, I just want to hear her singing on the documentary. That we have a couple.
We really grew up in some toxic times, man. If you ain't tough from this shit, the way we lived, Jesus Christ, it was terrible.
Yeah,
they did some toxic shit on that show for real.
They did,
and we ate it up. I didn't think nothing. I thought that's how the model world. That's how they operated. Shit.
Well, that is how they operate, but. Yeah, we were certainly every week, babe. I know I was matter of fact.
I definitely watched them first few cycles. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
There was somebody on there from here.
In the beginning,
a couple of people from Arkansas were on there, so I was like, oh, okay, Arkansas in the building.
Yeah.
I was captivated by that mess.
The first few cycles for sure. I fell off after a while, but
Yeah, I fell off.
Rooting for you.
Oh, that's very classic.
Yeah, that was a very traumatic moment watching
that. I use that all the time. I was rooting for you. I was.
And what's her name? Eva she didn't even get in, and she went to another city to get on. She didn't make it through one of the little rounds, and she went to another city. He was like, yeah, I made it through. That's how she got on the show.
Eva's one of the ones that actually got to. She actually did it. And, I mean, Tyra talked about her height for so long. I mean, all the things. She's too short, blah, blah, blah. You gonna flip that little thing. Huh?
Eva, didn't she
Even
win?
Marcel?
Yeah, she won.
She sure did, baby. And baby, that was when I tell you that was one of
That
the
was a
best motherfucking
finale.
cycles in my opinion, honey, because them girls was hungry, honey. You had between Yaya and Eva, and them girls was
Yeah.
where they go. They were
And I
in
would have been happy with either one of them. I
they
love
were in
Yaya.
Shanghai, I think. Then they like do the finale in Shanghai, China.
Mm-hmm.
They was
Yeah.
stumping through Shanghai, honey. Them girls had something to prove. That was a good ass cycle.
Yeah, Yaya. She acted later
Yeah.
a lot too.
And one of my other ones, the what's her name? She was the heavy set, and I'm doing air quotes because she wasn't even big, but
Now, are you talking about the winner, Whitney? From
no, not Whitney, but like one of the person. What's her name?
Takara?
Takara. Thank you.
Takara, yes. Shout out to Takara.
I mean,
That was cycle 3 too.
some people have, been able to transcend that, but oof, it was very oof.
Well, do y'all remember season 1 winner, Adrian, the very first one who won?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do not expect to see her in that documentary, honey, because she said absolutely not. And y'all see, I'm sharing this article here from People. You see, I had to do the custom link, but the People article says America's Next Top Model winner Adrian Curry pushes back on "quote unquote" woke lens reexamination of reality series, and she calls it absurd.
She
She
said, "I'm
might
not
have
having this shit."
a little bit of a point, but I can see where people are, upset. But it's like, okay, this is anyway. Let me share my screen so we can see this together. Because people, people can be some haters, honey. But anyway, so Adrian Curry, the first ever winner of America's Next Top Model, is speaking out after Netflix released a trailer for its upcoming docuseries examining Tyra Banks' reality competition. In a series of posts shared to social media yesterday, Monday, January 26th, Curry explained that while she's deeply grateful to have won the America's Next Top Model's first cycle in 2003, she objects to revisiting the show through today's cultural standards. I think people psychoanalyzing it over 20 years later with a woke lens is absurd, Curry, who's 43, posted on Twitter. Curry, who has left the industry and now lives in Montana with husband Matthew Rode, said she declined to take part in the Netflix project out of concern over how her comments might be edited or presented. I don't trust people to not manipulate things I say for TV, so I decline everything, she explained. Also, the public is cult-like and cruel, so the last thing I want is a bunch of eyeballs on me. She added via Instagram that I have zero trust in any producers, no desire to be really public in this day and age, and am hard retired from Hollywood. And this is the post they're referring to. It's about like 8 seconds.
Now it's time for a breakdown.
Never gonna get it, 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 never.
Okay, shout out to that song. But now earlier on Monday, Netflix dropped the trailer that we just watched here. The 3-part documentary series, which is premiering February 16th, explores every element of the show's legacy, from its groundbreaking visibility for models from unrepresented communities to the criticism it has faced in recent years over its harsh judging, commentary on contestants' bodies, extreme makeovers, racially offensive challenges, promotion of unhealthy lifestyle choices, and treatment of contestants. In the trailer, Banks, the show's creator and host, is seen acknowledging that she went too far at times during the show's run. It was very, very intense, but you guys were demanding it, so we kept pushing it more and more and more. Banks, who's 52, said, as some of the series' most controversial moments are seen in flashes through the trailer. So Banks is featured in a docuseries alongside producer Ken Mock, former judges Jay Manuel, Miss J Alexander, and Nigel Barker. But their participation has some on social media questioning the selective outrage over Banks' past behavior. It's crazy that the Jays are acting like they cannot believe the things Tyra was doing, but they were involved just the same. One fan wrote to Curry, "It was a different time. Modeling was about pretty, skinny, and photogenic, much like today. Can't judge 20 years ago by today." It's a cover-up fest, Curry responded. Let them weave their webs. Mm-mm. Well, former contestants and winners will also be included in the docuseries, including Whitney Thomas, Cycle 10 winner, Shondi Sullivan from Cycle 2, Danny Evans, Cycle 6 winner, Kenya Hill from Cycle 4, and Shannon Stewart, the runner-up from Curry's season. Anyway. Curry expressed her concern on Twitter about how former contestants will be portrayed. I hope the other girls do not have their words twisted in their Netflix show, she wrote, adding in another post, I worry about the girls from my season who agreed to do it. America's Next Top Model premiered in 2003 and ran for 24 cycles, helping introduce contestants who went on to careers in modeling, acting, and advocacy like Eva Marcille, Yaya DaCosta, Leo Tipton, Winnie Harlow, Leela Goldcool, Now DeMarco.
I forgot Whitney was in there.
She sure was, man. And Isis King. Shout out to her. This isn't the first time Curry has spoken out about her time. In 2024, she told people that she felt betrayed and lied to by the show. That's the industry. That is what it is. It is cutthroat. It is lying. It is predatory, she said. America's Next Top Model was a polished jewel that prepared me for the awful truth that I couldn't trust anybody, even people that I thought I could, and even knowing that I still got screwed over. Still, Curry said, I'm grateful that things didn't pan out the way that they were supposed to because I don't think I would be a very good person if I had found major success in modeling. Interesting. But she said, do not count on seeing her in that shit, honey. She played In Vogue in the background. You're never going to get it.
I don't blame her. And I mean, there is a grain of truth, like psychoanalyzing a very toxic time with woke. I mean, it's almost like beating a dead horse. We know it's very toxic. I don't know what Tyra is gonna get from this. I don't know what she's trying to do. I feel like get right money. And then, is she still friends with the Jays? Like, are they all beefing? Or are they good? Are they cool? Like,
that part don't sit well with me. Cause I'm like, y'all all together. Y'all was all complicit, bruh.
They were
think
complicit.
There is some beef, because if I remember correctly, but I need to read more into it, but I think the Jays, both of them feel betrayed. Cause you notice how they weren't part of like the later seasons or something like that. So I don't know the full ins and outs, so I don't want to speak too much.
Me neither. But they did this, so I don't know. Like, I guess. And what's up with Nigel? Is he beefing? Like, what's going on?
But boy, that was a time I had to make sure I was off every week. Because remember, it used to come on every Wednesday night, honey. I need to be off because I got to be at home in front of a TV watching my top model. This is before like the Twitter and all that.
Yeah. The little race swapping thing was crazy to watch. I was like, no, you're not going to do this. Even then, I was like, they're not going to do this.
They did blackface, and I can't even believe it.
And they turned the Black Girl Russian, didn't they?
Yeah.
This shit was just fucking nuts. What a time to be alive.
It was.
The toxic shit. I mean, being woke is very... Once your brain is turned on, it can never be turned off again. And it is... It is. Once your lens has been wiped clean, ooh, child, it's exhausting. Sometimes you just don't even need to revisit some shit, cause you're like, ooh, that might take me out. But Tyra needs some money, I guess. I guess the ice cream shop didn't stay open very long, so.
It's doing well. Because right now it's in Australia, and then I saw where she did. I missed it, but they said that she was supposed to have been bringing it to New York. I really want to try that hot ice cream. I know it sounds crazy, but I want to try it. So.
But I thought the original location, like the rent wasn't paid or some shit like that, wasn't that?
Oh, I need to look into
Okay.
that. I don't remember hearing about that.
I feel like maybe,
The last
I
thing
don't
I
know.
saw about it was some Australian influencer actually went in there to try it. They didn't have any more hot ice cream left, so she had to get a cold one. But they did let her try a sample in a small cup. Uh, Baby, if I go all the way to Australia where I'm scared of y'all kangaroos and koalas anyway, and I get all the way to that and y'all don't have no damn hot ice cream, oh, y'all gonna kick me out of
I
that
know
state
y'all got
and I
some in the
won't be
back.
welcome back.
Oh, y'all gonna have something tomorrow, right? Because I'll be back.
Yo, I'll
When
be
y'all
back.
gonna get it?
Mm-mm. Look, y'all better, what they say, y'all better put some shit on the Barbie, or is that what they saying? Whatever they be saying in Australia. Got me fucked up. What do you mean? That girl was too nice. I would have cussed somebody out.
Oh
What
no,
do
I'd
you
have been
mean
back every day. When's the shipment coming?
because my
What
thing
we talking
is,
about?
I know they can't be selling so much hot ice cream that they're running out. So what the fuck is y'all running out for? Ain't nobody ordering that shit. Only crazy people
They
like me
eating
want
that
this.
stuff in the back, cause ain't no way.
Child.
I'm like, well, what the fuck is hot ice cream? I'm sorry, what? What are we talking about
Look,
here?
she says it's not hot chocolate. It's not like warming up your ice cream in the microwave. Mm-mm. She said it's creamy, it's velvety. Like she described it, and it sounds like an amazing experience. I want to see what it is.
Oh, yeah, because I'm like, that don't even make sense.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
is it giving you the vibes of like when you put some ice cream over a hot piece of pie and, is it giving those vibes?
That's what it sounded like to me, but
that's what it looked like. It just looked like some creamy something. Like it looked like because how she described it, I'm thinking it was going to be like maybe some type of a hot velvety mousse like type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, honey, that shit looked real liquidy and runny. So I'm like, well, what's going on? Like,
I guess, child.
It's probably liquidy and just maybe it's got some extra stuff in it to make it more creamy tasting, but it sounds like it's kind of liquidy.
yeah.
You can slurp it up through a straw, huh?
Which
Mm-hmm.
we could
Okay.
just make that at home. Like just let your ice
Okay.
cream sit out.
Look
And say hot.
here. Let me get a hot piece of peach cobbler and put some ice cream on it. Woo, jeez, you talking about somebody's blood sugar going straight through the roof.
so, I'm about to share my screen really quick so y'all can kind of see her talking about it. I googled Tyra Banks hot ice, and this is a clip from Entertainment Weekly where she's talking about it. So let me see. Y'all probably can't. Let me see. Okay.
Cream tastes like? Because, I think you put some ice cream in the microwave, it melts, and you go.
Hell no. The first time we tried this, we took our ice cream base in its liquid form and heated it up. And it was a mess. It was a hot mess. And so then we changed them in a bunch of things, and then we did it again, and it was watery. And it was like, hell no. So it took 12 months of testing and trying because we've done this with 15 flavors. Finally, it is thick, it's rich, it's velvety, it's liquid. So many people think it's fried ice cream and they're rolling their eyes at me and saying, this ain't nothing but fried ice cream. This ain't nothing but a hot milkshake. This ain't nothing but creme anglaise. I am an ice cream expert.
Yes,
creme
you are.
anglaise is heavy in eggs, darling. And if it gets too hot, it turns to scrambled eggs. Don't come for me. Now I'm saying that our ice cream, not our hot ice cream, but our cold ice cream is ice cream that you can chew. You chew it because every pint has a hidden my surprise.
Yes, it does.
Hidden in there where you find it and you chew. So baby, we ain't gonna chew our ice cream. We're gonna sip our hot mama ice cream.
That's cute and all, but what's up with the makeup?
And
I
what's
was
in the
gonna
inside?
say,
Because I need to
why is she
know. Like, what?
heavy on the blush? My
A
God, girl.
surprise?
Hot mess. I see what she did there.
Oh god.
I was gonna say, why is she heavy on the blush? What is
Well,
going on? Girl, black women do not have rosy cheeks like that, ma'am.
No human has.
Jill
Unless
said
they got
no, you mean
rosacea. Unless they
screaming.
got rosacea. I'm like, God damn. I was
This is the
like,
whole
that.
problem with makeup. Like nobody's cheeks looks like this. Why do y'all put this shit on so vivid? Like it don't look like a human after that.
She's trying
I
to look
think
Nah,
like
that's
we
the
an
like,
idea.
she's
She want
trying
to
to
look
look
like an
like an
alien
inverted
superstar.
mime. She's looking like an
okay.
inverted mime.
That's what she looked like.
Everybody always wants to look like a caricature. BBLs, makeup, what else. I
I
just
need
felt,
her.
people with these shelf hips. All these people all of a sudden got shelf hips. Okay. Okay, y'all. Enjoy.
It says, we have a comment in the chat. Thank you so much for going to, they posted the website, so it's smize.com, /hot dash mama. So that's the name of the hot ice cream. It's Hot Mama ice cream. And it says the result is a smooth, sippable treat that feels like a cross between a hot, creamy drink and an ice cream sundae. Oh, that sounds like a fun time. I'm interested.
To you.
Okay.
That's
No.
a shake.
They got
No.
you with the words. They got you with words. That's somebody
And I
using
seen
their
the picture.
marketing degree right there.
Okay.
Somebody
I
was
am
using their
spoiled, honey. I don't
marketing
have to hear
degree,
another
honey.
word. Go ahead and give me a couple of that. And if I fly all the way to Australia and all y'all give me is a sample, I'm going out there to get recruit one of them kangaroos to get in there and beat your ass. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay.
Well, do y'all want to talk about some mess, honey? We just finished talking about Eva and how she pretty much Eva Marcel, how she pretty much made a name for herself, doing her thing. And y'all know the show, All the Queen's Men. I know in the room, myself and Chill watch it. I think Benji, don't you watch it too?
Yeah, my show.
Yeah, that's the show. I haven't seen the latest episodes, the ones that they just put out, so I need to get caught up. But do y'all remember when the show's creator, Christian Keys, came out and, said we talked about it before, and he pretty much was talking against Tyler Perry and said that Tyler Perry turned his show weird after season 2, and it just got crazy, and he's looking to take it elsewhere. And he alleged that one of the lead actors in the show, Sky Black, and if y'all don't know, he plays Ant, Eva Marcille's nephew in the show. I was about to say niece, but he plays her nephew in the show. And remember that Christian alleged that he was like a drug addict. He come on the set high, and he doesn't want him to be a part of that show anymore because it was like he felt disrespected. Like, how you on my show being high as hell on set? And he just found it to be disrespectful. Well, baby, this got back to Sky Black, and what Sky Black did, honey, was call his lawyers. And y'all will see, I have this link here from TMZ, and you should see where it says Sky Black hits Queen's Men creator Christian Keys with a cease and desist. He said, girl, you and your light skinned ass is talking too much. It's time to zip it up.
Wait, is this Sky Black on the screen?
No, that's Christian Keys.
That's Christian Keys.
Oh, wow.
Christian Keys really be doing it. I'm sorry. Before, I thought
I
he
really
had
wanted to
points.
like him because when he first came on the scene, like he seemed like an okay guy. But babies, over the past few years, he has really been doing some fuck nigga shit.
I'm sorry. He has really been letting his light skin
I can believe.
take over.
I can believe it that he sued him.
Well, he didn't sue him yet. He just sent him a cease and desist. Like, okay, girl, you won't notice. Look, if it gets to a point, because you keep talking, and if you keep talking, then we will sue. But in fact, I'm gonna actually share the screen so that way y'all can see what Sky Black looked like for those of you who don't watch. He's a really nice looking guy, and he just married KJ Smith, who plays Andy in Sisters. They got married like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway. The All the Queen's Men cast and crew is falling apart worse than Humpty Dumpty. Show creator Christian Keys had just been hit with a nasty legal letter claiming he's been defaming one of the show's stars and warning him to take it back and apologize, or else. TMZ obtained a copy of a cease and desist letter laying out all the drama. Sky Alvester Black, who plays Addiction Anthony on the BET Plus drama, hired Marty Singer's law firm to send Keys some serious demands as Keys' first and last chance to avoid litigation. This all apparently stems from a Facebook post last month where Keys called out Black for allegedly being high as a kite on set, and Black is pissed. In the video, Keys explains his plans for expanding the All the Queen's Men universe in spin-offs and prequels on another network. Black insists he wasn't fired because BET Plus actually just canceled the show. But Keys specifically names Black as one of the actors who will not be asked back for any of the projects. Keys says, you don't get to show up inebriated and brag about it. So yeah, Alvester Black won't be back. Sky won't be back. He will be written out for that and other reasons. In the documents, Black's attorney labels these statements as textbook defamation and says he believes Keys only made the remarks because Black called out Keys for repeatedly bullying cast members on set. Sky says that bullying included Christian yelling at him and claiming he was high in front of 300 cast and crew members. Interestingly, in the posted video, Keys actually admits to being abrasive when he chewed out an unnamed actor for going off script, or as he put it, you're not supposed to be ad-libbing, and this is my show. This isn't the stand-up comedy hour. The letter demands Keys removes the social media post, post an immediate retraction and apology, and permanently cease and desist any further false and defamatory statements about Black. And Libra Queen, this is Sky Black right here. Yeah, nice looking, right?
Interesting.
Y'all watched all the Queen's Men, man. And watch the Family Business for KJ.
Crime, child. Light skin on light skin crime.
We'll wake it up. Well, the Facebook post appears to have been taken down, but there is still a YouTube video showing the Keys tirade. The YouTube channel doesn't appear to be run by Keys, but Black's lawyers are insisting their demand applies to Keys and anyone acting in concert with him. So Keys also doesn't seem to have issued a public apology as of yet. And even with all the Queen's horses and all the Queen's men, we're pretty sure nothing's going to put this working relationship together again. Well, they thought they ate that corny ass flag.
Yeah, they did.
They thought they ate that girl.
No, they didn't. Ooh. Okay,
yeah,
girl.
Look at this light-skinned weirdo, honey.
I don't know. Christian is really giving me...
Hotel.
I don't know. I believe everything he said. I believe everything he said.
Oh, you believe everything he...
I don't think... Yeah, I think some of that acting was a little too realistic coming from him. I don't know.
And then he be trying to give off like he is that nigga, honey. What's his name in the show? The concierge. Like, girl, bye. Baby, you are a porter. You open the door, honey. You are nobody's concierge, honey. Good evening. He get on my fucking nerves on the show. I'm like, I wish Madam would kill him already.
Who, Christian? Is he on the show too?
Yes, honey. He's a big part of it.
And Family Business.
Yes, his ass is a big part of that show.
What about what was I gonna ask you? So
the show, and believe it or not,
Tyler Perry plays. That's how he became.
He did, yep. Well, that's how I discovered him in the Tyler Perry plays.
Family Reunion.
I guess.
Yep. And then if y'all didn't notice, All the Queen's Men is actually based off of his book that he wrote called Ladies' Night. So yeah.
Oh, this is Ladies' Night.
Hey.
Dang,
hey, yo, Kim.
Eva had a good working show, and now it's I don't think with all this drama, I don't know if they can revive it.
You know what? And then I'm not even gonna tell you no lie. Now I did believe. Now I think there is a possibility that Sky Black may have been on set high, and the only reason I say that because it had to have been drugs to make him go out on that red carpet with that bad makeup that he had, honey. He shaved off his beard.
That's what I'm saying.
And put that eyeshadow on, baby. It looks horrible, honey.
Eyeshadow.
Yes, it was horrible, girl. I was like,
you got a picture?
Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I think it was like at the BET Awards or something that he was at.
Oh.
God.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was on something.
I think he was on something. I am screaming.
That sounds scary.
Let me see if I can find it. I got to find that picture. He was on the red carpet, and it looked horrible. And maybe if he would have kept his beard, I would have. Oh, here it is, girl. Jump scare. I'm sorry, y'all. And hopefully y'all can see. Y'all might have to zoom in. Let me share my screen. So it's over here. So can y'all see that?
Oh.
Yeah. Look at his face, bro.
Yeah, that.
I got the Kanye. No, move. Um. Okay. What's his name again?
Sky Black.
Okay, let me pause. Okay. You carry.
And this is his wife right here for those who don't know. This is KJ Smith. She plays Andy on Sisters. She had a whole for y'all that didn't know this whole production. She did a whole Beyonce-esque routine with at the wedding, at the reception and stuff. I'm like, these are some true performers, honey.
Mm-hmm.
But they look
She's
that
a
cute
good. She's a
together. I
good
like
actress.
them.
She's a good
You said
actress.
she's what?
She's a good actress. She plays in The Family Business too. Both of them did.
Oh, see, I didn't watch The Family Business yet. That's on
You
my
gotta
list to
check
watch.
it
I
out,
haven't
man.
seen it. Oh,
That and the spinoff, the New Orleans one.
we
Very
have a
good.
comment saying he looks like a great value Ken doll.
But look at his face, man. I remember it when it came out. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now this
Whoever
Sky
did that.
Black dude, he's a chameleon because he be looking different in all kind of shapes, and I mean he be all over the place.
I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. His character and Dime get on my fucking nerves in all the Queen
I
Men.
believe he wasn't acting like he was doing stuff, you know. His little eyes were darting a little too much for me.
Look, he was probably method acting.
Did they have like a were they kind of like an online couple or something?
Oh, I don't know. I thought they just
Not
met
that
actually
I
on
know. I know they do stuff online, but I guess you
I
can
meant
say that,
like weren't
sure.
they like a content creator couple or something?
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, I think they were
He
both like started
definitely
as
needs his
actors.
motherfucking beard. I could tell you that.
Wake that up, honey. Please don't shave
Okay.
that beard ever again.
And yeah, he put on a lot of makeup, and I see that. And Vaseline on them eyebrows or some shit. He look greasy. Yeah, that's
All right,
not.
y'all, stop playing send over cease and desist.
I'm gonna send him a cease and desist. I'm gonna send
It
him
wasn't
one. Don't
blended or
ever
nothing.
shave your
Like, what's
beard
happening?
again. You doing too fucking much.
Mm-hmm. Just like his former boss, Christian, just doing too damn much, honey. Light skins doing too much.
Always. And I can say that because I have one, and I birthed a light skin, and he be doing too much sometimes. And I think it's just a natural in their DNA. They can't help it.
Child. Now, remember when Libra Queen woke it up that she actually shared? I think we talked about on the show yesterday where we learned Ryan Wedding. We learned that he did not get caught. He actually turned himself in and shit.
Oh yeah.
And Cash Patel was just out here, girl, like, oh, we the baddest people we the baddest helpers on the floor. We got this motherfucker, baby. You can't fuck with the FBI. We'll see you in Valhalla.
He
and
is
the whole
making
time, that motherfucker turned himself in. Anywho, I bring all that up to say, so Ryan's attorney actually came out of court yesterday, and he pleads not guilty. So y'all see where it says here by way of TMZ, Ryan Wedding, alleged kingpin, makes first court appearance and pleads not guilty. So his attorney, John D. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not his attorney. His attorney is Mr. Anthony Colombo. I'm sorry. The judge's name is John D. Early. But Mr. Anthony Colombo has something to say. This is about a 2-minute video of what he has to say about Mr. Wedding. So give me 1 sec. Let me share my screen. And here we go.
Not guilty, he says, on both. Listen, they're painting this guy to be El Chapo, or would they compared him to Escobar? What are your thoughts on this?
That's what the government has alleged. As you know, in this country, you're innocent until proven guilty. The government's got to prove each and every element of that offense that they charged in both cases with proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So we're at a very early stage in the process here. Does he look like Chapo to you? Does he look like Pablo Escobar to you? No. I mean, he's a He's a former Olympic athlete, and I don't think that he's who they claim him to be.
Do they claim that someone's getting the reward money for the tip? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything about that.
Look, does a case like this with so much attention, what's going through your mind? Sometimes the public opinion takes over. Sometimes you deal with things like that when it's such a big spotlight. What's your thoughts?
Well, I just ask the public not to prejudge the case. The indictment is not evidence. They've presented no evidence of anything that they've accused him of. It's just the indictment's an accusatory, document. And so, the public should keep an open mind. And that's the way that our justice system is.
Does Ryan have any message for fans and everyone on the outside looking in?
Not specifically, no. I don't think he's got any messages for anyone. I'm not aware that he's aware that he has fans out there. So, no, there's no specific messages that he has for anyone out there.
It was crazy, like the way they said. I know you got to get back out here. It's crazy the way they were saying like that he was being like kind of protected by the cartel and all this. Like, what is this? This sounds like a movie more than anything.
I don't disagree. I'm sure that at some point somebody might make his life story into a movie. I don't know.
I figured it out.
What you figure out?
They continue to ask dumbass questions after, we're a natural point of where the questions, like you've asked as many questions as you probably could. And instead of just stopping there, they continue to keep asking dumb questions. There was an inflection point where it should have stopped and he should have gone about his business.
And he even started stuttering, honey. Couldn't even get the question together, girl. I heard it. And I think that has a lot to do. I can't prove this, but I think Harvey said, look, bitch, when you send me a video of you interviewing, I want at least 90 seconds of talk time. I better not hear no dead air. I don't give a fuck if you got to ask them what color is the sky. You better ask them something. Because, yeah, some of those questions be stupid as hell. But he did what this lawyer said wasn't stupid, and he's they trying to paint him to be, because the stuff that we read said that he was a kingpin and he had someone killed to protect his secret and stuff like that. So, but you know what, you got to kind of be careful, with that line though. Like, does he look like El Chapo to you? That's because you don't want people to answer that. That's a whole white man, and okay, look, that's that on that child. So I'm certainly going to follow this. And I'm sorry, again, Mr. Lawyer Anthony, I am going to prejudge this case because we were lied to initially by the FBI. So I'm not going to prejudge it on your behalf because you look like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But that lying-ass Cash Patel, girl, that motherfucker turned himself in, y'all. I'm still not over that. So, yeah, that's that on that, child. Next. Y'all. Do y'all remember when we talked about Paul Pierce, right? And he got arrested for DUI because he fell asleep behind the wheel and his blood alcohol.
Lord. Jesus, we still on him.
Yeah,
Lord,
yes, girl. It's a whole different reason we own him, girl. Shoot, fuck the DUI, honey. They ain't got shit to do with shit. They saying, honey, he out here being irresponsible with that penis. Paul,
of course
penis,
he is.
honey.
Of course he is.
He's a womanizer.
And what was his excuse for falling behind? Because he was old. Well, honey, that ding-a-ling's still young, honey. Because y'all see where it says here by way of TMZ, Paul Pierce hit with paternity lawsuit and a woman demands DNA test.
Ding, 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 ding.
Girl said that's the father of my unborn son. So the baby ain't even born yet, and she is positively sure that Paul is the father.
Why? He too old for this bullshit.
Too old, girl.
You know how babies are made, Paul?
Mm-hmm. These niggas just can't pull out for the life of them, honey. I think these men
pull
really,
out. They don't even wrap it up.
Exactly. I think if they had the option of wrapping it up or just getting $1 million tax free, honey, all these niggas would say, fuck that cash, baby. I'm trying to nut in something. These niggas is nasty.
Wrap it up. They really do hate condoms like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no, give me the $1 million.
Right.
Says the man with kids and grandkids. Okay. Anywho.
Planned and married. Thank you very much.
Okay, touche. You're right. Well, Paul Pierce has been hit with a paternity lawsuit from a woman who says he is the father of her unborn child. And now she's asking for a DNA test to back up her claims. Princess Santiago, who works as an event director in LA, filed the suit on January 12th, and TMZ Sports has obtained a copy. In the docs, Santiago is asking the court to compel the 48-year-old to take genetic testing to determine whether he is the father of the child. I filed for paternity papers after multiple attempts to resolve this privately, Santiago said in a statement. Paul Pierce is the father of my son, King, and I am simply asking for a paternity test so the truth can be confirmed. This isn't about drama or attention. It's about accountability and doing what's right for my child. We've reached out to Pierce's lawyer, who had no comment. It's the latest drama in the life of the Boston Celtics legend. In October of 2024, he was arrested on suspicion of DUI and was charged in the matter a few weeks later when officials said he had a blood alcohol content above the legal limit, or BAC above the legal limit. Pierce, who pled not guilty in the case, also appears to deny that he had been drinking and driving at the time on social media. Posting on Threads, it stemmed from him being old and tired and sitting in traffic. As for the paternity issue, there has not been a hearing in the case. Just old and sloppy. Sloppy, honey.
Well, he done showed his ignorance on, what is that podcast? He's exhausted. To be that old, to go through all that stuff and still be that stupid.
It's just something I said, I said this on Twitter, especially around, it's just something about people of a certain age having newborns. And this is going to sound ageist as fuck. And at this point, I really don't care because y'all are really out here like this man here. 48, you should not be 48 years old with a fucking newborn. That's crazy.
I know. I have a friend that has going to be a 1-year-old and about to have another newborn. And yeah, 46, 47, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If unblocks me, I'm going to have another one.
I bet you
Oh my
will.
God. Oh my God.
wait.
You know what?
You heard talking about he would take the $1 million. I don't know who you trying to convince with that lie.
Oh, Jesus, the lies that this man be telling over here. And you know what? Run, girl, run, cause
Shooting up the club.
Run, girl, run.
Run, cause the way you act up.
Talking about shooting up the clubs. Them clubs need to be fumigated. Y'all is nasty. Anyway, let's talk about some country music business, honey. Y'all know I really don't, listen to what I like to call clan music. But now this is a piece of juicy tea right here. Are y'all familiar with the singer Zac Brown?
No, but go ahead.
Even if you don't listen to his music, you probably know of him.
Yeah. Correct.
Well, I have this TMZ article, and y'all should see where it says here, Zac Brown wins federal court fight with ex-wife over stolen company documents.
I know that's right. Teach Daddy Yankee.
You better wake it up, Libra Queen, okay? Well, Zac Brown scored a major federal court victory. A judge just ordered his estranged wife to return the documents she took when the country star fired her from his company. A Georgia federal judge ruled in Zac's favor last week, finding Kelly Yazdi breached her employment contract by taking and retaining more than 170 confidential business emails and files possibly containing info the judge said she could use to publicly attack Zac. According to the ruling obtained by TMZ, the judge granted Zac Brown Collective a permanent injunction ordering Yazdi to return all confidential materials within 7 days, certify under oath that she's done so, and permanently stop using or further disclosing any of Zac's business information.
Ooh.
The court found Yazdi secretly forwarded highly sensitive company emails to herself after being fired and later monetized social media posts aimed at Zac. The judge also ruled Yazdi used inside knowledge about Zac's unreleased Dolly Parton collaboration Butterfly to strategically, they were about to kick my ass, but I didn't let it, strategically time and theme social media posts, boosting her platforms while harming Zach's business interests. Zach and Yazzie were together for several years before marrying in August of 2023. The marriage lasted less than 4 months, and during their relationship, Yazzie worked for Zach Brown Collective, ultimately rising to executive vice president. According to the trial transcripts, Kelly also testified that she recorded a conversation with Zach in which she spoke highly of him, describing him as loving and saying she was forever grateful for him, testimony that worked against the public narrative she later portrayed. When reached for comment, Zach's attorney, Brad Beckworth, told TMZ, "We're grateful for the court's careful attention to the facts and law. The evidence in trial showed that Ms. Yazzie betrayed Zach's trust, took critical confidential information that didn't belong to her, and used it to attack him publicly for her own gain. The permanent injunction should put an end to it." Zach's lawyer, Josh Belafonte, Zazzie's lawyer, Zazzie's lawyer, Josh Belafonte, tells TMZ, "We respectfully disagree with the court's decision and are appealing it to the United States Court of Appeal for the 11th Circuit. Mr. Brown's team knows that Ms. Yazzie already destroyed the responsive email she sent herself, which is something she offered to do after Mr. Brown lost his first motion to restrain her from speaking. We've asked the court to clarify that this is what the injunction requires." The lawyer continues, "To be clear, Ms. Yazzie signed an employment agreement that was held to be unenforceable, requiring the court to rewrite it, and it contained a separate confidentiality agreement that the court said was completely unenforceable. What she did not sign was a marital NDA. As her lawyers, we will continue to defend her rights before the courts, including her rights to not be subject to a contract she refused to sign." Girl, if you don't just take your loss and go on about your business, girl, you know you tried to do that shit. Like, come on now. Talking about, oh, well, you breached your contract. This is, if it was anybody else, if it was another employee. And also, let's not forget the fact that you literally slept her way to the top. She was fucking and then ended up being executive vice president of that company. And look, and why would you, somebody that you only been married to for 4 months, right? But, and then, like, it did say that they were together for a minute. Messy, honey. So I'm reading the comments. It says, "Going to their school functions and other kids thinking you're going to be their grandparents." Oh, well, honey, that is that on that. That is yeah. So I'm actually interested to see, like, if they appeal this. I want to see is how does she think, or how do the lawyers think that they're going to get out of that. That is no, like, even when, like, me personally, like, I'm just talking like, and let's not even talk about famous people, but if I leave. If I know I'm being terminated from a position, right, and then I start sending myself like the company's emails, like, to my personal email after I've been fired, so already, like, girl, you breach a contract. You're not supposed to do that. Like, what? So I'm just like, I feel like any corporate lawyer who just graduated could win a case like this. This is crazy, and they talking about they're going to appeal it. Okay, girl. Okay. That's that on that, child. Don't we have some Love Island watchers up in here? I don't watch it, but I think some of you. Ooh, not a thumbs down.
I feel like I watched like an episode. I played the little game on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I did watch like an episode. It was just okay.
It was cute. I just, I personally don't want to see a whole bunch of straight people frolicking around an island, but if y'all love it, if you like it, I love it. But, so if I say so, it sounds like y'all don't know who Cashel Barnett is. It looked like he was in the first season of Love Island from what I read. Well, anyway, y'all about to find out about his predatory ass today, honey. Because y'all see I just shared a link from TMZ. Love Island star Cashel Barnett cops plea deal in sexual abuse case. Just, ugh. Anywho. Love Island contestant Cashel Barnett copped a plea deal in his domestic violence case, and it looked like he's going to spend the next year behind bars. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Cashel agreed to plead guilty to 1 count of third-degree felony aggravated assault and 1 count of third-degree felony domestic violence in the presence of a child. In a separate case connected to the prior, he agreed to plead guilty to second-degree felony forcible sexual abuse. Cashel is scheduled to be sentenced in March 16th in a Utah court, and the docs show prosecutors will push for him to get a year in jail and then probation. We broke the story. Prosecutors in Utah hit Cashel with a slew of charges last year after he allegedly assaulted his ex-girlfriend in front of their 1-year-old daughter. Cashel has been locked up since at least May. A source close to the alleged victim tells TMZ she told prosecutors she didn't feel this plea deal was fair, but if that was the best offer, she'd okay it to avoid a trial and re-traumatization. Cashel appeared on Love Island in 2019 and on The Challenge USA in 2022. Lock his fucking ass up and throw away the key. Next. Doing this shit. It's just the violence. Like, first of all, you shouldn't even put your hands on women, but then you take it a step further and put your hands on women in front of kids. Like, child, anywho, kick his ass in the nuts. Next. Y'all. So y'all know what swatting is, right? Like when somebody makes a fake 911 call and stuff. Well, how about Garcelle Beauvais is the latest victim of swatting? And I have this link here from TMZ. You see where it says Garcelle Beauvais, Los Angeles home, targeted in swatting call. So Garcelle Beauvais had a terrifying situation blow up at her Los Angeles home over the weekend after someone made a bogus 911 call claiming there was a man with a weapon at the actress's Los Angeles home. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ on Sunday night police received a call for a possible assault with a deadly weapon and shots fired. We're told the caller claimed he was Garcelle's ex-boyfriend and said he was armed with a sawed-off shotgun. When officers arrived at the scene, the caller was still on the phone, but they refused to meet cops. After searching the property, police found no evidence of a crime, and determined the incident was a swatting. What made the situation even more frightening, sources connected to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star tells us she was at home alone when the cops arrived. With no context of what was going on, she found the entire ordeal extremely scary. As you know, a swatting incident is where callers report bogus crimes to trigger a large law enforcement response. We're told this is the second time Garcelle has been swatted at her LA home. The first occurred last summer, and she finds this deeply concerning. Our sources say she is now with family and working towards next steps on how to prevent this from happening again. Mm-hmm. Look, and we have a comment. Second time? Ma'am, exactly. Child.
That's scary. That'll get people killed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For real. Can't they trace the caller? I would think they can. They can in the movies, honey, but it seems like, they can do a lot of things in the movies that the law enforcement can't seem to do in real life. Like finally arrest David, honey, who killed her anyway. Yeah. So, good question. That's scary. And then and she was at home alone. And then imagine being at home alone, honey. She probably got her feet kicked up, probably watching on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I know she ain't watching them girls on Beverly Hills. She probably wanted to watch some black girls.
She ain't.
Eating a pint of ice cream. And she all of a sudden you see like a whole bunch of damn police. Like, what the fuck? Child. Mm-mm. Well, that's that on that, honey. I actually hate to talk about this next story. But Spencer Pratt, y'all. Y'all remember the last time we talked about him and he talking about he was gonna run for mayor.
You really don't have to.
Child. Well, you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Spencer Pratt defies haters and run for LA mayor and challenges opposition. Child, I'm so glad this is just a quick video, hun. Let's just watch this shit and get it out the way and see what his stupid ass talking about.
Spencer, how are you?
Oh my God.
Come on over really quickly. We gotta ask you, what do you say to all the people saying stick to reality TV on this mayoral
I don't
journey?
see those people, so They must be muted or blocked because I only see people saying, "Thank God Spencer's running for mayor of LA."
Well, how have you been preparing? Like, have you hired any particular people to kind of help you on the journey? Any good advice from any politicians?
You're gonna have to go on mayorpratt.com and see all those great endorsements, and you can see all the plans.
Are you nervous?
Oh, what are they gonna burn my house down again? Have a great day.
Bye. Congrats on everything. Good luck.
We live in very weird times.
So, over it. I have nothing to add, and that's that on that. So I have 3 more stories left. This next one. So Pharrell, even though he really don't stand for much over here in the United States, even though he has no backbone, it looks like he's doing very well over in France, honey. So France actually just awarded him with the highest honor over there. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Pharrell awarded France's highest national honor with Future in attendance. Okay, girl. Well, French President Emmanuel Macron presented Pharrell Williams with the Légion d'honneur at the Élysée Palace on Friday, awarding him with the country's highest national honor. Future, Bernard Arnault, and more celebrities attended the ceremony. In a speech translated by Vanity Fair, Macron labeled Pharrell as an artist with a rare ability to turn the wildest ideas into reality. Macron began by highlighting Pharrell's music career. At an early age, you discovered music which set the rhythm of your days and brought color to your everyday life. Your grandmother spotted it and gave you your very first instrument, a snare drum. A simple object, but one that taught you how a beat can set the pace and make people dance, he said. From there, he brought up his hit song, Happy. The irresistible lyrics of this soundtrack composed for Despicable Me, a movie made from a French studio, traveled far beyond cinema screens, Macron said. Its rhythm spread, and you became the man who made the world dance in unison. Macron also noted Pharrell's work with Louis Vuitton, from whom he's been serving as the men's creative director. And from the very first year, you delivered with a spectacular debut collection unveiled during a landmark show at the Point Neuf, transformed for the occasion into a golden stage, Macron said. The world discovered the silhouettes you had imagined, the Louis Vuitton damier reinterpreted as bold, pixelated camouflage, boldly paired with denim, tailoring, or with unexpected hats and accessories. He concluded, moving from musician to exhibition curator might have made others hesitate, but not you. You didn't shy away from experimenting, not even when it meant being cast in a mold, remaining immobile for hours, breathing through a straw, so that Daniel Arsham could create a sculpture in your likeness. After all, you always sought to learn from the very best and to create alongside them. The Légion d'honneur recognition comes after Pharrell's former Neptunes collaborator Chad Hugo filed a lawsuit against his ass over unpaid royalties on Friday. So, yeah, that's that on that, honey. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Okay. Made him sound so good, like he's so upstanding, honey. The whole time he don't have a backbone. So
the highest honor?
That's what they gave him, honey.
Well,
the Légion d'honneur, and I'm sure I'm saying that right because really the only French word I know is jambon. But, other than that, and why do I know how to say jambon? Because I love ham. So that's that on that. Look, we have a comment. I love hearing you speak French, Auntie. Well, I'm sure the French would disagree. They'd probably be like, get that bitch to not say another French word, honey. Well, y'all, let's see. This next story I have from TMZ. So now we're back to Timothy Busfield and Melissa Gilbert. So you should see where it says here, Melissa Gilbert breaks silence after Timothy Busfield's child sex abuse charges. So remember how she deleted her Instagram, like her personal Instagram page, but she actually put like a message on her business's Instagram. So 2026 is off to a crazy rough start for Timothy Busfield and his wife Melissa Gilbert. But Melissa took to Instagram Monday to thank their supporters, while acknowledging the heaviness the whole country is going through right now. As you know, Busfield was charged with inappropriately touching 2 boys who were part of the cast of The Cleaning Lady in 2022. The actor denies any and all wrongdoing and was even released from jail, pending trial in New Mexico. While it would be easy to focus on the bad parts of current life, like the impending trial, the deadly winter storms sweeping the country, and the fatal ICE shootings in Minnesota, Gilbert is choosing to look at the good. She wrote on her company, Modern Prairie's Instagram, "I'm sending you all my love and gratitude during this extraordinarily difficult time, not only for Tim, me, and our family, but in the collective heaviness so many of us seem to be carrying right now. Add an unexpected storm into the mix, and it can feel like a bit too much." She continued, "This season has reminded me very clearly how important it is to slow down, prioritize what truly matters, and allow ourselves moments of rest. Thank you truly for the love, patience, and support you continue to show Tim and me." The post features a picture of Gilbert reclining with a cup of tea. "Thank you for helping me to feel safer, more grounded, and deeply held by this extraordinary community of women here at Modern Prairie," she wrote. "I'll be easing back into things thoughtfully and with care, moving forward one step at a time. More to come, and so much gratitude always." You know what? Okay. Yeah. Looks like that is that on that, honey. So if she's choosing to stand by her man, she is insisting her man is innocent. And then with the information that we've all read, it looks like she might be right when it comes to that. Because it looks like the information that we did read earlier shows that those parents are looking to fabricate stories. They're saying, like, even if the man wanted to touch those little boys, he wouldn't even have the opportunity to, because he was never alone with those boys. And then they heard the boy's mom say, "Oh yeah, if my son ain't on this next season, oh, that's his ass." So there you go. So that is that on that. And our last story of the day, I actually found this to be hilarious, honey. So there is a Nigerian rapper by the name of Speed Darlington. And Speed Darlington, I don't know if y'all are familiar with him. I was not before this story. But he has actually spent some time in America, in the United States. And he pretty much said that America left him with criminal charges and blue balls. So y'all see, I just shared by way of all hip hop. Nigerian rapper Blast America gave me a criminal record and endless masturbation. So Speed Darlington just dropped some real talk about his time in America. The Nigerian rapper spent 23 years in the U.S. and walked away with nothing but a criminal record. Speed Darlington made these comments in a recent video that's been making rounds online. He compared his life in America to being trapped in a cage. The controversial artist didn't hold back when describing how American society crushed his spirit. "America did not favor me," Speed Darlington said in the video. "I have access to the USA, but I don't want to be there all the time. America no favor me, and I'm not ashamed to say it. The only thing I have is criminal records. Arrest, 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 arrest is all I got from the USA." The rapper explained how living in America for over 2 decades destroyed his confidence. He talked about feeling isolated and struggling with basic social interactions. Speed Darlington said he couldn't even talk to women because the system made him question his worth. "In America, my self-confidence is in the gutter," he revealed. "I can't even talk to girls. I lack confidence whenever I'm in America. I'm always lonely. If I spend 9 months or 2 years, I will be lonely throughout, which means endless masturbation. It gets tiring." Speed Darlington pointed out how American society forces black men to overprove themselves just to get basic respect. He describes the psychological pressure of constantly worrying about his accent and whether people would laugh at him. The rapper said this toxic environment made him feel like nothing. American society has an atmosphere where a black man is nothing and he has to overprove himself before he can get any respect. Speed Darlington explained. This is not how I want to live my life. While here I amount to something. Everybody is black and dark-skinned. The artist revealed that all his real success came from Nigeria, not America. Darlington used a powerful comparison to sum up his feelings about America versus Nigeria. It is better to be in the forest climbing trees and be free than to be, it is better to be in the forest climbing trees and be free than to be in the center of everything and being caged, Speed Darlington concluded. I did not leave America with money. Speed Darlington's comments comes at a time when tensions between Donald Trump and Nigeria are reaching new heights. Trump recently redesignated Nigeria as a country of particular concern under the International Religious Freedom Act. The designation came after Donald Trump expressed concerns about the killing of Christians by jihadist groups in northern Nigeria. Trump's broader foreign policy has included military actions across multiple African nations. The president has bombed targets in Somalia, conducted counterterrorism operations, and expanded U.S. military presence in the region. Nigeria's government has disputed Trump's characterizations of religious persecution, arguing that terrorist groups kill people indiscriminately. So that is a very interesting, honey. Oh, go ahead, Liberty Queen. I would love to hear what you got to say about this girl.
Nothing burger. He can go to hell and stay his black ass in Nigeria.
Well, I have to say, I was looking forward to what you had to say, and baby, you did not disappoint. So thank you.
Right. And this whole sad story about black men don't get respected, bitch, that's a personal fucking problem. That's a personal motherfucking problem. Don't paint that broad brush against all black men because that's not fucking true. And stay your black ass in Nigeria. In your homeland. Thanks.
Okay, since
Next
your
story.
thing came over there anyway, like, okay. I mean, yeah, I never want to like reduce or minimize anyone's experience, but baby, I'm with you, girl. This was bullshit. And for you to even feel that way, like you have to overprove yourself. I guess you may feel that way as an African citizen in America. Sure. I mean, I will give him that because he mentioned, like him possibly being picked on about his accent and stuff. I'm sure that has happened to him. But, yeah, you talking about you can't talk to girls. You got to, honey. And
listen, he can't talk to girls. He can't get the women that he wants because he thinks it's supposed to be easy. Try that same shit in Nigeria. There's a reason why there's a lot of Nigerian men who are dating outside and who refuse to try to date or court Nigerian women because they feel they're too difficult and they want too much and they build them and do all the things. Baby, stay your black ass in motherfucking Nigeria. Keep your mouth off motherfucking America. I know my country ain't shit, but it's my motherfucking country.
Right, we can say that. We can say that. Poor thing ain't got no bitches. And y'all, and get this man I looked him up, he is 41 years old. 41. Still talk about this. Oh, I can't get no bitches and I had to masturbate a lot. Okay, that sounds like a skill issue, bro. Because the thing is, honey, the character is, I don't know, never mind, let me not even go there. But I was about to, y'all picking up what I put down, honey. I'd have had Auntie Derek and Nigerians get along very well. Let's just say that. So. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, I want to ask if any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed? Okay, you see I waited, right? Because I didn't want to make it like last time. Does anybody have anything? Well, y'all back. But you all want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Do not forget to subscribe to a bitch, honey, to get your free. I already done sent my people a freebie this morning, so y'all better subscribe to a bitch, honey, to get those freebies and those hugs from me in your email. So head over to auntiederek.com and hit the big green subscribe button at the top left. And we will be back for another live show tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you can make it. And until then, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.